I want to wish each and every one of you all a happy, happy, happy Sunday, the last Sunday of this month. We got a fresh one coming in for you. April, Community Strong for Jackson, MS-Nairobi, Kenya, Community Connections Conversations. Man, I got a lot of information. We're going to work on some self-care today. We're going to work on some mind food. We're going to do a little community action. I got a little church going on too as well. And I just want to thank you all so much for connecting. We are now officially 4,000 plus strong for the Community Strong for Jackson, MS, Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah! Can you hear my Nairobians? I want to thank you all so much for buying into the concept. Want to inform, become aware, connect. I want to engage, empower, stimulate you to participate. And last but not least, these networking, these building relationships, growing them, nurturing them, and being active. I want to thank people who have poured into me over the years. I want to thank those of you all who have tolerated. I want to thank you all for being in those positions of where I may not have been cordially correct, and you had some tolerance and some patience for me. And I have to give a lot of acknowledgement to the higher power for choosing me to be here today in this position. This is a vessel connecting people to resources, resources to people, knowing community now, and it only works because of you. I want to thank all the superheroes who take time out of their schedule to come by and connect with community. So I just can't thank you all enough. I want to give a special shout out to my mentor, my coach, my gardener, Miss Bartholomew White. What up, Coach? Thank you for my package. Please put a little sweat equity in the Jackson Resource Center. I guarantee you. Coach, here goes some more over here. They didn't have any of those small ones. Okay. So please be sure to follow Jackson Resource Center. You can find them on Facebook. Normally, if I'm having a challenging day, I always volunteer some of my time and my effort. Also, we want to make sure we give credit to all these videos and this music, Radio Dubai #1 today. Please be sure to follow them on YouTube. They've been giving me a whole lot of love here lately. And I got some information I'm gonna drop today. And it's something that's gonna resonate, so just be patient. Some of these videos are probably about 4 minutes in length. You will not be disappointed in what has stirred my spirit. I'm just a messenger. Please follow Andy Jaguar. I think it's his birthday today. If I can get all 4,000 of us to just show him a little love with $1. $1, just $1. Also, I've picked up three teammates for the GB Wealth Group. I just can't thank you all enough for coming out of the stuck mentality. Excuse me. I hope y'all didn't hear that. It didn't taste too good either. But, however, I assisted some of my members with getting their investment together. I just need mine back in 60 days so I can seed some more people. Don't know how long it's going to be hot, but we surely want to take advantage of it. Started out with 504, and today I am at, let me see what I'm at today. And regardless of the outcome, I'm participating and I'm meeting some good people. Today our conversation is going to be knowing community now, connecting people to resources, resources to people. I want to give a special shout out to my Shroom, my intern. He's on extended. He's out in the field. Today is the 29th, 10:30 a.m., the last Sunday of this month, not the last Sunday of the year, so we want to take full advantage of it. Be sure to follow me on Community Strong for Jackson MS. That's the group that you all have made 4,000 strong. YouTube, if I could get each one of you all just to subscribe to H-Sanders 2. Also, you can always reach out to me at 601-937-5671. If it's someone that you want to hear from, if it's something you want to be informed on or connected to, please don't hesitate to text me and let me know. You got somebody out there that needs to be coming in here and sharing their conversations, telling their story their way. Visions Unlimited Studios. We're going to be live streaming on Facebook, Howard Space Sanders, uppercase I. We'll be blasting off on time today. I believe in blasting off. Special acknowledgement to T.R. Sanders. He taught me that if I wasn't on time, I'd get left. Want to make sure I acknowledge my sisters, my family, my friends, my associates. People I like, people I have had some challenges with, and people I have yet to meet. Man, we got a lot to say in the short amount of time to say it. I'm going to see how long it takes me to get this out today. I'm really going to connect us to some knowing community now. Got California on deck. We got Nairobi, Kenya on deck. We got Nigeria on deck. We got Ghana on deck. No, we got them connected. We got Liberia connected. And it's growing by the moment. And everything that I play today applies to me first. I don't know what you're going to get out of it, but it applies to me. Also got my big production going on this week with the airbag recall inflator replacement program. Also, Laura, Mississippi, man, I'm loving on you guys. Y'all got a system in place. People are nobody's in a hurry. City is clean. City government is proactive. And people that are in positions of difference and change agents, they are doing and participating in the work. I think we got a little I want to say probably a flu bug around here called I don't have to do it. But if you're in a position and you're being compensated for it, please step into your accountability and your responsibility to do your part. Also, I don't know why it is, but the mic goes out. The audio goes out. I think it's training me to pay attention, but in this engineer position, hosting, directing, moving these slides and these scenes around, if the sound goes out, please call me at 601-937-5671, 601-937-5671. When I have a interruption in the audio, like this past week when we had Mr. Curtis Body in here with BG Wealth Group, I'm waiting on my signal to come through. He took it about 11:30 a.m. I need to get that paper. Right now, I think I'm at about $16 on the exchange. And I get about, if I'm not mistaken, I get 60% of that. So if the sound of the audio goes out, just call me at 601-937-5671 so I can make sure I get us back online. But what I do is, when that audio goes out, I'm going to edit it, split it, where the audio is not missing, and you can find it on YouTube. It's kind of difficult to put it back on Facebook, but because you get your traction and you just get your algorithm. So I want to thank you all. When the sound goes out, it will come back on. but I just need my listening and viewing audience to let me know that I'm out on the sound. Preferably today I won't have an issue, but the system is training me. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and blast off. We got about 3 minutes till 10:30. I love to start on time, so I'm going to make up a little bit so we can get in and get out. I know you guys got a beautiful Sunday ahead because you're already living, you're already listening, you're already awake. I think that's the hardest task of the day, and we tend to take it for granted. I tend to take it for granted. Everything I say starts with me first. It resonates with me first. All right, let's get ready to connect. And once again, I want to thank Radio Dubai. This is #1 smooth jazz coffee time. And this is called the Smooth Chill Out Luxury. We're connecting. That just tickles me. Visions Unlimited Studios, Jackson Resource Center. I want to thank all the superheroes who take time out of their day to connect to community. With community, through community. And we have had some serious superheroes in here. This month of March. Hey. I'm going to be your guide today, and we're going to focus in on some spiritual. We're going to address some self-care. Got a little take action in the community. I don't like to call it politics. We got some common sense, and we got you and I, because without you, there wouldn't be an I. Without we couldn't have an us. So I want to thank you all so much for connecting with Community Strong for Jackson, MS. Also, Nairobi, Kenya. You can see it right there on the His at. Got to give a special shout out to our Rose Dada, who's one of our correspondents out in Nairobi, Kenya. Hopefully she'll be providing us with some insight in Nairobi, Kenya. And I've got some other people I've connected with throughout the countries in Africa. Community Conversations, Community Connections Conversations. connecting resources to community, community to resources, knowing community now. Let me see if I can get through this without all this babbling. All right, so we're going to get started. I got that woman coming up. So let me get this woman on here. Got quite a few little videos for you. I think you'll be entertained. Also to stimulate some of that brain muscle, that brain energy, dealing with high frequency. I want us to understand, I want myself to understand the difference between high frequency people, a high frequency, and low frequency. I am choosing to be in a high frequency ecosystem. So hopefully, prayerfully, not hopefully, but prayerfully, the videos that I'm sharing will be on a high frequency level. Something should resonate, a word, a sentence, a paragraph to make you say, I got that. All right, so here we go. Let's start with my woman.
Morning, family. Don't drag yesterday into today. That's how people stay stuck. Every morning is a reset button. What you do with it is your responsibility. Some folks pray for the life you complaining about.
Next up, I'm going to bring in, this gentleman's called, I think this Corin Ryan's Lord, I'm Tired.
To count my blessings, ain't got time for window dressing, just trying to keep my soul intact.
If you see something you like, please follow it in the real YouTube.
Dreams and duty tangled in wire, but when my strength starts slipping away, I still hear your voice say, Lord, I'm tired from all this stressing. Too weak to count my blessings. Ain't got time for window dressing, just trying to keep my soul intact. I've been running hard, feet on fire, dreams and duty tangled in wire, but when my strength starts slipping away, I still hear your voice say.
All right, next up, be mindful of what you speak. And I'm working on this. I am really working on this. People share with me all the time that the power of the tongue is the action of the spirit and the energy through you, around you.
When you speak the way that you speak, I can't do this. The enemy is going to exploit that and remind you that you can't do it and make you feel like everything is against you. Speak in your power. God has blessed us and equipped us with capacities, and whatever it is, we have refining tools. So wherever we walk, it doesn't matter what you face. It doesn't matter what relationship you get in. It doesn't matter what job you go to. It doesn't matter what you have to defeat. Speak in power and stop allowing the enemy to have a foothold in your life. It is on the Christ Jesus, by the blood of the Lamb, that I have this authority. So when you speak in that authority, make sure that you speak it well. Don't let the enemy have a show in your life. Don't do that.
Come on.
I don't tolerate that. When you pray in authority. It is already yours. You've already been empowered to fight that. You are a conqueror already, because the word tells us that we are. And don't forget who is behind you, fighting with you. Remember who you are. We serve a mighty God.
Come on.
You trying to tell me you giving the enemy that much power? You want to play it safe with the enemy? I'm not going to play it safe with you. I trample over you.
Come on.
Boy, I didn't take it that way, but I had to take it that way because God has empowered us.
Thank you, Lord.
We have tools. We have weapons. The word is our weapon.
Mind food, I am.
There is a Japanese legend that says, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. There is a Japanese...
Until pain becomes the teacher. You ignore advice, but pain got a way of making people pay attention. Some lessons could have been free, but pride made them expensive. Some people don't listen to wisdom until pain becomes the teacher. You ignore advice, but pain got a way of making people pay attention. Some lessons.
This is one of my favorites. So this is my journey in my life. So let me get this again.
Until pain becomes the teacher. You ignore advice, but pain got a way of making people pay attention. Some lessons could have been free, but pride made them expensive. Some people don't listen to wisdom until pain becomes the teacher. You ignore advice, but pain got a way of making people pay attention. Some lessons.
All right, we're going to move into our church segment. This is about 4 minutes and 25 seconds, and hopefully it touches you like it has touched me.
That's what my friend was. High maintenance people, you can never do enough for them. No matter how much you do, they expect more. You got to be available 24/7, run their errands, compliment them, keep them cheered up. If not, they get their feelings hurt. They try to make you feel guilty. Don't go year after year playing up to people like that. High maintenance people are impossible to keep happy. If you do that, all it's going to do is end up frustrating you. A friend of mine is a pilot. He told how there are 4 main principles in flying an airplane. There is lift, thrust, weight, and drag. You have to take into account all 4 of these to make sure the plane will fly. Most people fall into one of these 4 categories. There will be people who lift you, brighten your day, make you feel better about yourself. When you leave, you got a spring in your step. They're lifters. There are people who will thrust you. They motivate you. They inspire you. They challenge you to move forward and accomplish your dreams. They are thrusters. Then there are people who are a weight. They pull you down. When you leave, you feel heavier, discouraged, negative, worse than you were before. Number 4, there are people who are a drag. They've always got a sad story, had a flat tire, dishwasher broke, goldfish died, mother-in-law just moved in permanently. They're always in the pits, and they expect you to cheer them up, to solve their problems, to carry their heavy load. In life, we all encounter people from these 4 different groups. Here's the key. Make sure you're spending the majority of your time with lifters and thrusters. If you're only hanging out with weights, with drags, they will keep you from becoming all God's created you to be. Some people have a perpetual problem. Always got a sad story. And if you allow it, they will use you as a trash can to dump all their garbage. You spend an hour with them, feel like you just ran a marathon. They're energy suckers. You leave drained and worn out. You cannot continue to put that in day after day and expect to reach your highest potential. You will not lift off. You will not be thrust into the amazing future God has in store if you are weighted down, letting people dump their problems on you, make you discouraged, taking all your energy, thinking that you have to spend your time keeping them fixed, keeping them encouraged. No, it's hard enough to keep yourself encouraged. Don't take responsibility for their happiness. And yes, I realize there are times that we need to sow a seed, be a listening ear, help love somebody back into wholeness. But that should be for a season, not an ongoing drama to where every day somebody calls you and tells how bad their husband's treating her and how the neighbor didn't do her right. They're in the pits. Now they're expecting you to work your magic. It's like Guiding Light, Jersey Shore, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills all put into one. Listen, you got enough drama in your own life without listening to everybody else's drama. You cannot put that negativity in and expect to soar like God wants you to. Some of you, if you don't make an adjustment in this area and not spend so much time with the weights and the drags, it'll keep you from God's best. Well, Joel, what if they get their feelings hurt? What if you miss your destiny? What if they get upset with me? What if you don't accomplish your God-given dreams? Pay attention to who you're spending time with. Are they lifters, thrusters? Do they motivate you, inspire you, challenge you, leave you better than you were before? Or is it just the opposite? They drag you down. Many years ago, I used to get my hair cut by this young lady. She was this.
Protect your peace. Next up, DJ Grandmaster Plaz, all the way from Pensacola, Florida. I met this gentleman when I was in Pensacola with those airbag inflatable placements. This was, think about All right, next up, we got a health tip for you. And let me know what you think about this glass of water.
The water beside your bed tonight. Tomorrow morning, you will understand why. This is one of the oldest practices that exist, simple, silent, and revealing. Before you sleep, fill a clear glass with clean water. Hold it with both hands, close your eyes and say quietly, "While I rest, cleanse what I cannot see, absorb what is heavy, remove what is not mine." You are giving the water an instruction. You are telling it what to do while you sleep. Water is the most receptive element in nature. It responds to the intention of the one who touches it. Place the glass beside your bed and sleep normally. In the morning, observe it before anything else. If it is full of bubbles, as if it had been boiling, the energy around you was heavy. The water absorbed what was floating in your space. If it is cloudy or changed, the weight was even greater. Weeks, maybe months of tension that was never yours. If it is clear and still, your space is light, energy is flowing as it should. Never drink it, pour it away. It has done its work. Wash the glass under running water. If it was not clear, repeat for 7 nights. Observe the pattern, and do not fear what you find. Fear how long you have been sleeping beside it without knowing. Not all tiredness comes from the body. Sometimes you're sleeping beside what weighs you down and you do not even know it. Write in the comments, "I will do it," if you are placing a glass beside your bed tonight, and come back tomorrow to tell me what you found. And if you feel that it is not just your space that needs cleansing, but everything you carry inside, the thoughts that never stop, the tension that follows you to bed, the emotions nobody taught you how to release. I spent over 20 years learning in silence how to clear what the body carries and train the mind to stay light. And everything I know is inside the way back to stillness. The link is in my profile. Place the...
This is detoxification. Detox your entire body through the pores of your feet. Here is what you must do, my friend. Soak your feet in 5 simple ingredients for 20 minutes. Your feet have over 7,000 nerve endings. Those nerve endings are a direct line to your lymphatic system, which is how your body pushes toxins out. So what is the recipe? Step 1. Hot water as warm as you can handle. Step 2. Add 1 cup of Epsom salt. The magnesium pulls out toxins and reduces inflammation. Step 3. Add 2 tablespoons of baking soda. This will balance your skin and softens it. Step 4. Add a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. This breaks up uric acid buildup. And step 5. Add a piece of fresh ginger. This is what most people never add. Ginger doubles the power of the soak. It warms the meridians and pulls everything to the surface. Soak for 20 to 30 minutes. Let the ingredients do the work. You will feel the heat pulling. You will notice better sleep, less stress, and less brain fog. This is not a spa treatment, my friend. This is detoxification.
5 characteristics that reveal an individual.
5 characteristics that reveal you're dealing with a genuinely good person. 1. This person is almost always alone. Not because they hate people, but because they've learned that peace is softer, calmer, and more honest when it's just them. They enjoy their own company because it's the only place they don't have to pretend. 2. This person tends to think deeply about life, about people, about every mistake, every heartbreak, and every moment that shaped them. Their mind never rests because they feel everything more intensely than others. 3. They can read you faster than you think. One look, one word, and they already sense your intentions. They pick up on energy, tone, and patterns long before you speak the truth out loud. 4. They don't trust easily. Not because they're cold, but because they've seen too many masks, too many sweet promises that turned into broken truth, too many people who said forever, but left anyway. 5, and most important, this person has suffered more than you could ever imagine. But instead of becoming bitter, they became kind. Instead of choosing revenge, they chose silence. Instead of giving up, they kept their heart open. There are good people in this world, my friend. We must cherish and celebrate them every day. Did you know there are...
Message to our daughters.
Daughter something at 13 that most parents would never dare say. And yeah, it sounds harsh. Before our daughters ever start dating, we sit them down and tell them this: you are not the prize to be won. You are the judge deciding if he deserves to be chosen. That one idea flips everything. Most girls grow up thinking their goal is to be pretty enough to be picked. We teach the opposite, because most girls are raised to compete for attention, to be attractive enough, likable enough. The goal is not to be chosen. The goal is to choose someone worthy of your time. Then we give them one question to use for every boy they meet. Does he add value to my life, or does he just make me feel good? And then we give them one rule that cuts through everything. If he only makes you feel good, walk away. If he makes you better, pay attention, because feelings are cheap. Anyone can create them. Attention, compliments, chemistry, that's easy, but value, that's rare. A man who brings value does 3 things. He sharpens your thinking, not just your emotions. He challenges your standards, not lowers them. And he's building something real, not just talking about it. Here's where most people get it wrong. They teach daughters to ask, does he like me? We teach ours to ask, does he deserve me? That question alone changes who they date and who they reject. And this is the uncomfortable truth nobody likes to say out loud. The wrong man doesn't just waste your time. He rewrites your standards, lowers your expectations, and can quietly steal years of your life. The right one, he multiplies everything, your growth, your discipline, your future. This isn't about being cold or arrogant. It's about understanding leverage. Who you choose will shape your entire life, your habits, your mindset, even your identity. So no, we don't raise daughters to hope they're chosen. We raise them to reject most options and select very carefully, because the moment a girl realizes she's the gatekeeper, everything changes. Jewish fathers tell their...
Message to the men.
Your ambitions and turns your home into a war. A man got to know who to date and who to run from. And if a woman brings violence out of you, my brother, run. If she makes you change who you are as a man, if she drains your peace, questions your ambitions, and turns your home into a war zone, that is not your woman. That is your test. The answer to the test is to leave. A man of God does not stay in any situation that turns him into someone that God did not design him to be. Your strength is not to endure toxicity. It's in having the wisdom to walk away. A man got to know who to
respect.
One that respects you and supports you. Sometimes the real family is the one you choose, not the one you're born into. Break away from relatives who hurt you. Walking away from those who harm you is not lack of love. It is self-respect. Not everyone tied to you by blood is healthy for your life. The family that matters is the one that respects you and supports you. Sometimes the real family is the one you choose, not the one you're born into.
The snake.
Never allow a family member or friend back into your life if they once tried to destroy your image, your money, or your love. They smiled at your face and stabbed your name in the dark. That is not a mistake. That is exactly who they truly are. A snake can shed its skin 1,000 times. It will look new. It will sound different. But it will always remain a snake. Protect your peace like your life depends on it, because it does. Not everyone deserves a second chance to finish the job.
Insight from our next one's up, trauma behavior.
No funny shit, just because I understand your trauma don't mean that I'm gonna accept your bad behavior towards me. Empathy is not a free pass for you to just treat me however you want to treat me. You don't get to use your pain as a reason to cause me pain. And healing does not mean accepting mistreatment just because I understand what you went through. Because if you really love me, you wouldn't want to cause me no pain anyway.
Right here we're going into good people get tired. Does this apply to you? Or do you know someone this applies to? Jack Stone.
Tired too. Tired of giving, caring, and pouring into others without receiving the same energy back. They get tired of being loyal to people who play with their heart like it is something disposable. Tired of showing empathy to someone who only shows selfishness without a second thought. Tired of tolerating everything in the name of love, only to receive silence and indifference in return. You can be the kindest person, the most patient, the most understanding soul in the room, but even the purest heart has a limit. And that limit is not loud when it arrives. It builds quietly through every disappointment, every ignored feeling, every unreciprocated effort, until one day, without warning, that good person simply says, enough is enough. And when that moment comes, it is not anger speaking. It is clarity finally taking over, because they learn something important. Loving others should never mean losing yourself. Being good does not mean being weak. And kindness is not permission for others to disrespect you. It does not mean allowing people to walk over you or treat you like you do not matter. It does not mean staying in places where your value is constantly ignored or taken for granted. Here is the truth many overlook. Good people stay longer than they should. Not because they are blind, but because they believe in people and hope things will change. They give chances. They communicate. They try to fix what is breaking again and again. But when effort keeps meeting indifference, something inside them begins to shift. The patience slowly fades. The excuses disappear. The emotional attachment weakens. And the person who once gave everything starts pulling back without making noise. Because they are no longer trying to fix others. They are choosing to protect themselves. That is when people get confused. Why did they change? They ask. But the truth is, they did not change overnight. They just reached their limit. They stopped accepting less than they deserve. They stopped tolerating disrespect disguised as love. And once a good person learns self-respect, there is no going back to what broke them, because peace becomes more important than attachment, and dignity becomes non-negotiable. So when they leave, it is not impulsive. It is a decision built over time, a decision made after giving more chances than anyone will ever know. And when they walk away, they do not look back, not out of pride, but out of self-worth, because they finally understood their value and refused to keep proving it to the wrong people. Remember this: good people get tired too.
Hey, I want to thank Mr. Curtis Williams. Curtis Williams. What did you just run for, Mr. Williams? What position did you just compete for in the election? U.S. House of Representatives, Mr. Curtis Williams. He just don't sit on the sidelines. He make you consciously aware. So I didn't have the volume turned up. Okay. Can you hear me now, Mr. Williams?
I can hear you. Well, hold up. I can hear you talking to me on the phone, sir.
Okay, but you can't hear me on the tube. All right. I believe it's still hot. It's still hot. I had my volume down. Hey guys, whatever I said it to myself. So let's move on to the next video. But what we about? Thank you so much, Mr. Williams. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Curtis Williams with the call in. Curtis Williams with the call in. That's my guy, my congressman. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Hey, what I was saying was we're about to move into the next component of our community connections conversations. Man, I was talking good. I was talking really good. But anyway, this is going to deal with community action. So I had to fill our vessel with something lifting. This is not going to tear you down, but it's going to take us in a different space, a different mindset. Please protect your peace. Keep yourself safe. So here we go. Man, that's all right. Man, I'm glad I got viewers that really participate and partake in the community connections conversation. So here's our first conversation. This gentleman here is very talented, and I want to challenge you that whatever you hear, please do your due diligence and research it for yourself. But when I listen to this gentleman, this superhero, what he says makes sense to me. What he says motivates me. It pushes me. And if you guys know him, please let him know I need to get him on the couch. Here we go.
I'm going to eat. I'm going to push back from the table. I'm going to let them know what happened. I'm going to raise the alarm, and we're going to work back like we've always done. And 99.999% of them have decided to sit down and eat without you. And that's why you see
I'm going to back that up because you're not listening. You're not listening. You're watching, but you're not listening. Hold on, let me back that up again. Go right ahead.
I'm going to push back from the table. I'm going to let them know what happened. I'm going to raise the alarm, and we're going to work back like we've always done. And 99.999% of them have decided to sit down and eat without you. And that's why you see Mississippi with the largest black representation in our political arena, with the least amount of progress. And that's not their fault. But if we're not making any progress, why hasn't our leader told us you need to start creating your own hospitals? We see what's happening. They're going to stifle you altogether. Why aren't they telling us it's time to start homeschooling so you all can it's time to start creating schools in some of these other churches so you all can take advantage of these vouchers if it's just that we're going to lose? Why aren't you telling us to build our own grocery stores? And that's what you're saying every day if we're just going to lose. They had a choice to make. I'm going to eat.
Hey, this next video, don't get caught up in the feminism component of it. Pay attention to the dynamics of family. This one is 2 minutes and 20 seconds long.
Whole household. Dad, think about it. What if the push for women to join the workforce wasn't just about empowerment, but something far more calculated? Feminism sold itself as liberation, yet many now see it as one of the most effective cons in modern history, a way to pull both parents into the tax system and hand over child rearing to the state. Back in the day, a single income was often enough to support a whole household. Dad worked, mom stayed at home to raise the kids, and the families built real stability. Then came the feminist wave. Heavily backed by powerful interests, the Rockefeller family poured money into women's studies programs and activist groups. Gloria Steinem herself has ties to the CIA-funded operations in the 1960s. They didn't frame it as expanding the labor pool for tax revenue and social control. They packaged it as freedom and equality. The results were predictable and profitable. Suddenly, the government could tax 2 incomes instead of 1, effectively doubling the take from millions of households overnight. But with both parents grinding away at jobs, who was left to raise the children? That's where the school system stepped in. And the very same networks that bankrolled the movement, they shaped what those schools taught, turning education into a pipeline for their worldview. It's a closed loop. Extract more taxes from dual-income families, then use public institutions to influence the next generation. Wages tell the rest of the story. When you flood the workforce with twice as many workers, basic supply and demand kicks in. Employers don't need to pay as much. What used to buy a house and support a family on one salary now barely covers rent for two. Both parents work longer and harder for less real purchasing power per person. Meanwhile, strangers in classrooms spend the bulk of the day with your kids. This wasn't progress for most families. It was the largest quiet transfer of wealth and influence in generations. From households to the state and the elites who steer it, families lost time together, kids lost daily guidance from their own parents, and the pitch was always, you can have it all. In the end, feminism didn't free women. It bound both parents to the wheel, taxed twice as hard, time-starved, and watching their kids molded by institutions instead of their own values. The architects profited from the labor and the loyalty of the next generation. Call it whatever you want, but don't call it accidental. Think about it. What?
All right, here we go. This gentleman here is one about vets. Now, he gets a little intense, but he makes a whole lot of sense. This one is 4 minutes and 31 seconds. So just take your time, embrace the message, engage the message, and set your ears and your eyes open. Here we go.
Martin, stock source. White workers get told. The U.S. Army just raised the enlistment age to 42 and stopped caring if you got caught with cannabis because 18-year-olds won't sign up to die for oil anymore. That's the truth they're dancing around with press releases and warrior dividends. 77% of young Americans cannot serve without a waiver. They are too fat or too sick, and they are too smart to fall for the lies. So now they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. They'll take your busted knees and old back, even old charges, whatever. They need bodies. The poverty draft is alive and well. It's just got wrinkles now. This is how the machine grinds. Republicans wave flags and call it patriotism. Democrats wring their hands and fund the same bombs. Both parties just signed a law forcing high schools to let recruiters stalk the hallways like they own the place. The same schools that cannot afford textbooks got cash for military access. Politicians who cut food stamps voted for a $1 trillion defense budget. Trump calls it peace through strength, while bombing Iran and sending troops to the border. Biden called it restoring alliances, while doing the exact same shit. Different fonts, same empire. They divide us so we don't look up. They tell you to hate a trans neighbor while the executive who laid you off gets a fucking bonus. The immigrant gets painted as the threat while Lockheed Martin stock soars. White workers get told DEI is the problem, but the real issue is that 2% of young people are both willing and able to serve because the rest of us have been chewed up and spit out. They need us fighting each other so we don't notice who's actually holding the chain. I enlisted because I was broke. 18 moves before I turned 15. Cupboards empty, violence at home. A recruiter smiled and called me son and promised a way out. I got Afghanistan instead. Came home to courtrooms and shelters and the VA handing out pills while I slept on my mother's floor. That wasn't bad luck, it was design. The Army used me up, and when I came back broken, they told me I was the problem. The same government that sent me to war stripped my kid away because I had PTSD. That's not a glitch. It is the system working exactly how it was built. So now, they raise the age to 42. They drop the weed rules, they offer a $1,700 bonus, and call it a warrior dividend. They are begging desperate because the working class figured out that dying for corporate profit is a scam. The wealthy need war to keep the money flowing, and they need bodies to fight it. Their kids are not enlisting. Their kids are in college. They need ours. The cage is the country. Always was. From slave patrols to military recruiters in high schools, the function is the same. Pull the poor in and use them up until they are thrown out. Both parties feed the beast. One wears a blue jersey, the other wears red. Both serve the owners. Do not let them convince you otherwise. The U.S. Army just...
Hey guys, there's something to ponder on. That's something to think on. That's something to digest. That's something to look into. I think I'm going to break this up for a minute. Let me see if I can find this right here. Okay. Which brings me up. November the 3rd, we've got to go back into the polls. And I hear people hollering and hollering and hollering. And our Zach Service, I want you always, the man with the numbers. Also, Benny Foster, much hoopla to you for awakening people to looking at the glass a different way. People say, is the glass half full or is it half empty? And I say, I want to be the one to sell you the glass. So I'm a pivot, put a little music in here because this next video is really intense. Kind of threw me because I'm not for sure what I got out of it, but I'm a pivot for a minute, and we're going to bring in Mr. Andy Jaguar, November the 3rd. And I think today is his birthday. So, Mr. Jaguar, I'm going to send you a few dollars on your Cash App, and I just appreciate you putting out this great music, but it also entails great information. And this video is about, the song is about 4 minutes and 44 seconds. And listen, I heard of a statement that Zach Service said the other day. We got 200,000 people that are registered to vote, but only 30,000 showed up, or whatever the number may have been. I don't think it was half the population that showed up. So we keep hollering, we need to register, we need to register, we need to register. That's cool. That's fine and good. But those of us that are registered have got to get our ass up off the couch, come on out, and bubble in. We have to be informed. We have to know what is going on and how the decisions affect us when we participate, when we don't participate. Hold your head high for those that are participating. Hold your head high. And for those who are not participating, I'm encouraging you. I'm informing, I'm making you aware. Get that ass up off the couch and find out which candidate best symbolizes your needs. And then once we vote, let's make sure we stay in the game to hold them accountable. It's a process. It's a process. We are the sleeping giants. We just have to get up. So let me play this right here. It's a pretty good song. Everything Andy Jaguar puts out is really good. To me, it is. The hip goes down.
I said it 1 million times.
I'm gonna put a video on this one, Mr. Andy Jaguar.
I said it 1 million times. I said it 1 million times. I said it 1 million times. I say it 1 million more.
Say it again now.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Get up, get up.
Tell everybody you see. Tell everybody you know.
Tell them all now.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Don't play with it.
I said it 1 million times.
I'll say.
I say it 1 million more.
One more time.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell everybody you see.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell everybody you know.
Spread the word now.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote. Let's go.
Ain't no chill mode. Ain't no laid back season. They moving pieces for a real life reason. While you relaxing, they drafting planes. Changing your future without your hands. Scrolling all day, but you missed the play. Whole system shifting while you look away. Then you wake up like, how this here? You was checked out, that's how we here. No more excuses, no I forgot. You see what's going on, like it or not. It's bigger than talk, bigger than pride. It's what you do when it's time to decide.
I said it 1 million times. I say it 1 million more.
Say it
again now. November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Get up, get up.
Tell everybody you see.
Hey.
Tell everybody you know. Tell them all now. November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Don't play with it.
I said it 1 million times.
I
say it 1 million more.
one more time.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Yeah.
Tell everybody you see.
Hey.
Tell everybody you know.
Spread the word now.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Let's go. You wait in line for a drop or some shoes, but won't show up when you got something to lose. You got a voice, why silence it quick? Then complain later like this ain't shit. Nah, this right here where it all get real. Schools, jobs, laws, how you think they feel. Every decision got your name on it, but you ain't show, so they claim on it. From your block to your street to your town, you don't stand up, they shut you down. Then you mad when the outcome hit. Whole time knowing you skipped your shit.
I said it 1 million times. I say it 1 million more. Say it again now. November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Get up, get up.
Tell everybody you see. Tell everybody you know.
Tell them all now.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Don't play with it.
I said it 1 million times.
I
say it 1 million more.
One more time.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Yeah.
Tell everybody you see. Tell everybody you know.
Spread the word now.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Let's go. This ain't a vibe, this a mission. Move, grab your people, tell them, let's go. Move, car full deep, bro, pull up strong. Make it look like a line all day long. One day, one choice, one kid stroke. That's how power move, this ain't no joke. You don't show up, they run your life. You do show up, you change the fight. From the country roads to the city blocks. Everybody tied to that ballot box. No sitting down, no maybe next time. Right now, pressure, it's your time.
I said it 1 million times.
I say
it 1 million more.
Say
it again now. November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Get up, get up.
Tell everybody you see. Tell everybody you know.
Tell them all.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Don't play with it.
I said it 1 million times.
I
say it 1 million more.
One more time.
November the 3rd. Get your ass up and vote.
Happy birthday to you, King.
Tell everybody you see. Tell everybody you know.
Spread the word now.
November the 3rd.
We got
Get your ass up and vote. Let's go. Get up, get up.
Brings me to this. Possibility refers to the chance, potential, or state of being. Something that might exist, happen, or be true. It indicates a potential for future success or a choice among several alternatives. The term also describes a situation where an event is likely or capable of occurring. Each one of us has that power. All right, let's move into this next video. Brace yourselves. Hold on. Put your crash helmet in. Make sure your parachute has a chute in it. And let me bring this gentleman in. This is called Beyond the Veil, VEIL. You can see these. These are reels. Most of these are reels. I don't think I've done anything from YouTube. These are reels, and you can find them with their name on Facebook. So let me bring this one in. This one is kind of intense. This one is rather intense.
What's happening over in Iran? Let me show you what's happening. Everyone in America is focused on what's happening over in Iran. Let me show you what's happening right now in your own soil. And no, I'm not talking about the whole Jeffrey Epstein ordeal. I'm not talking about the Strait and everything that's going on over there. And I'm not talking about Arizona, nor am I talking about Antarctica, both in which broke world records for temperature anomalies this month. I'm not talking about the big 5 fireballs that have hit the United States in just the last week alone. And I'm definitely not getting into this whole ordeal. You should already know about the price of gas and everything like that. Instead, I want to get back into this. ICE buying all the mega warehouse detention centers across the United States as we talked about the other day. And I also want to talk about this new contract about incinerators for medical waste in the ICE facilities, pushing for early 2026. And I want to talk about those incinerators and this expansion of the ICE warehouses across the United States of America. And according to Donald John Trump, we're having an increase of all these warehouse facilities with big incinerators in them because he has a goal of deporting millions of people each year. And let's take a look into this mass deportation agenda a little bit. So they're going to take a $45 billion increase, and they're going to convert the U.S. into a geographic region for expeditionary military-style detention. See, I believe a lot of people are confusing Trump's freedom cities with tent cities, capable of housing up to 10,000 people each. And I'm hoping that you can put together why he's having these biohazard incinerators put in these ICE facility places. So, a lot of you already know about FEMA. A lot of you already know about the casket liner conspiracy theory. And now a lot of you know about this whole detention centers being set up everywhere. And if you don't know, once this system is set up in place, just like it was in 1933, for this guy, all it may take is some big natural disaster taking place everywhere for this system to be used for civilians. A lot of you forget, Nero was praised as a hero before he turned into a zero. Constantine was praised by both the Christians and the Greeks because he took part in Christianity and he also worshipped Apollo. Then you go forward. Don't you know that AH back in the Holocaust that I can't say up here? Don't you know that he came in peaceably as well and then turned to do his own purpose and bidding? I just wanted to remind you of those things before you get too lost in the left and the right wing of the great dragon of Amaruka, America, Babylon the Great. While everyone in America is focused on what's happening over in Iran, let me show you what's happening right now in your own soil.
Every decade, same agenda, different disguise. I'm moving over into some cultural. I'm moving into the cultural department now. No shade on anybody else, but for those who can relate and understand it, I need for you to dive in and pay attention and take action.
Am I the only one who noticed that every damn decade there's a new strategy to break the black community? They just keep changing the method. First it was chains, then it was Jim Crow, then it was redlining, then it was crack, then mass incarceration, and now it's mental manipulation. They don't need whips no more. They got Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
You think they stopped trying to destroy us? Nah. They just got smarter about how they do it. They study our pain, our anger, our culture, then flip it into profit. They sell us our own destruction wrapped in freedom. They turned dysfunction into culture. They turned trauma into entertainment. They turned unity into a trend instead of a movement. Am I the only one who noticed that every...
The next message, take away the messenger and receive the message. Might be some language in this that might be a little disturbing, but don't get caught up in the messenger. Embrace the message.
They allow the Jews to destroy us by way of hip-hop, and they control over the music. So the Jews' God have to be just as evil as the Nazi Hitler God was. Because look what the Jews are doing to us. The same God thing Hitler did to them. Propaganda. He used television, movies, cartoons, music, plays to demean them as humans and people, homie, so they can say, oh, it's okay. They doing the same thing to us, homie. So what kind of God they serve? Let's go to the Christian pastors. Look at they God. They only open up on Sundays and Wednesdays. The only time they are vocal and visible is during a Black Lives Matter rally, or a pastor appreciation, or during the political season when a church is in bed with the state, so the state can come push a political message inside of a church. Jesus flipped over the church for doing that. Jesus said, I would not return to this. This is Babylon, homie. All these religious motherfucking beliefs and ideologies, homie. Why are we suffering? Why is there so many children starving in America? Why are we lock more people up in this country than anybody? Why are our scales of justice off balance? Because each religious book says that there's two sides of every law. You got the letter of the law and you got the spirit of the law. The letter of the law is thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. The spirit of the law is compassion, forgiveness, second chances, restoration, redemption. Nigga, the Jews is just hateful and vengeance, resentful as the LGBT community. Jews aren't perfect. In my eyes, they're just as evil as a Nazi.
I'm just curious to know how many of the people, my people, know about this that transpired last week. Here we go.
A recorded vote has been requested. We shall now begin the voting process. Those in favor of the draft resolution A/80/L48, please signify. Those against and those in abstention.
The Assembly is now voting on draft resolution A/80/L48 entitled Declaration of the Trafficking of Enslaved Africans and Racialized Chattel Enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. Will all delegations confirm that the votes are accurately reflected on the screen? The voting has been completed. Please lock the machine.
The result of the vote. The result of the vote is as follows. In favor, 123, against 3, abstentions 52. Therefore, draft resolution A/80/L48 is adopted.
A man who can walk away from a woman he loves for the sake of his peace.
I'm not going to play that one right there, but what I want to do is I want to go back and I just want to read something that I came across. The United Nations has finally said what the world has always known, but too many have been too cowardly to declare. The transatlantic slave trade was the gravest crime against humanity. And yet, predictably, shamefully and disgracefully, the United States and the United Kingdom could not bring themselves to stand on the right side of history. Let that sink in. The very nations that built their wealth, power, and global dominance on the banks of stolen black bodies, on rape, torture, forced labor, family separation, and generational dehumanization refused to fully acknowledge the magnitude of their crime. The United States didn't just participate in slavery, it perfected it. Chattel slavery in America was not incidental. It was industrial. It was theologicalized. It was codified into law and culture. It was a system so brutal, so comprehensive, that its aftershocks are still killing us today through mass incarceration, economic inequality, healthcare disparities, and state-sanctioned violence. In the United Kingdom, an empire that colonized the globe, trafficked millions of Africans, destabilized nations, extracted resources, and then had the audacity to abolish slavery, only to compensate slave owners while leaving the enslaved with nothing but trauma and poverty. And now, when the global community dares to tell the truth, they hesitate, they abstain, they object. Why? 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 Because truth demands accountability, and accountability demands repair. The United States claims it's opposed to language because it fears a hierarchy of crimes. That's not a serious argument. It's a deflection. You cannot rank atrocities while standing on top of one. You cannot sanitize history while benefiting from its brutality. You cannot rebrand slavery as job training, strip it from textbooks, ban its teaching in classrooms, and then pretend your objection is about fairness or intellectual integrity. My definition of fair is knowing that there is no such thing as fair. That is not about language. This is about refusal. Refusal to apologize, refusal to repair, refusal to reckon. It is the same spirit that resists teaching accurate Black history, the same spirit that dismantles DEI, the same spirit that gaslights descendants of the enslaved while continuing to profit from their oppression. This resolution was not radical. It was restrained. It was not punitive. It was truthful. And even truth was too much. So let the record reflect. When the world moved toward justice, the United States and the United Kingdom stood still, clutching their myths, protecting their comfort, and exposing yet again that their commitments to freedom has always been conditional. History is watching, and so are we. And this was by Talbot Swan. So we have to do a better action. We have to have a better action plan towards working with one another, working with people that have like minds, making sure we're focused on that high energy. So I'm going to bring in this next gentleman. And he's a little intense too. Not intense, but just going to bring him in and let him do what he do. All right. You don't know the adventure that I've adventured unless you've been on the same adventure. So this is not to create any separation. It's not to create any type of hostility. It's just making sure that we're consciously aware of where we are, what's going on, and what we need to do. So here we go. And that's just my perspective and my perception.
Deserve reparations because we do. I don't care what anyone has to say about this. If we were Japanese, you wouldn't argue. If we were Chinese, you wouldn't argue. If we were those in Israel who receive reparations every year from America, you would not argue. If we were the 11 Italians hung off the coast, you would not argue. For some reason, it's only when Black folks talk about this, then all of a sudden you start talking about the budget, and you start talking about, well, let's give it in other ways, like education. What education? The same education that told us that we were nothing but niggas, or we were half of a human being, or a third of a human being, or the same education that teaches us Abraham Lincoln, Honest Abe, or George Washington chopped down the cherry tree, or I don't know, Christopher Columbus discovered America. What are you talking about? See, the insanity that people deal with right now when it comes to us having to face all of you is that you're not even across the board. You're very biased when it comes to everybody else. Everybody else, you care. When it comes to Black folk, you don't give a damn. You genuinely don't. And the sad thing is, many of those who claim to not be racist, you don't do a good enough job by checking the actual racist folk. And those of you who say, I'm not racist, I just don't believe Black folks deserve this. Well, that's the sad part about you. It doesn't matter what you think people deserve. The fact is, a wrong must be righted. That's all. A wrong must be righted. All the banks that you have your money in right now benefited from slavery. Literally. Many of them were started because of what was happening to our ancestors by having our ancestors' bodies be capital. The very place that you trade your money on the stock market over in New York City. The very first capital that was used to house and get money for exchange were our people as slaves, and so on and so forth, from cotton all the way down. You got to cut this out. You have to cut this out. And this is why you do not have people on your platforms who will challenge you with actual intellect and facts, and who are not going to back down who have no agendas. That you.
Now we're going to come back and we're going to go local. So these are just some different events and opportunities that are occurring in the city of Jackson and surrounding communities. I want to start with a superhero. Can't put enough words to it, so I'll wait for him to put his own words to his story. But the City of Jackson, Mississippi proclamation honoring autism global activist Marcus Boyd. Date is going to be April the 7th, 2026. Time is going to be 10 a.m. Place is going to be City Hall, Jackson, Mississippi. Come celebrate with Marcus Boyd on a historic day. Mayor John Horn will present the seal proclamation at the City Council meeting. This is the very first time in Mississippi State history a day will be named after a person with autism. April the 2nd is Marcus Boyd Day. To view the proclamation, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram videos will be on the social media. Come witness history. Brother, I can't say how proud I am, how thankful I am to be in your space, and I look forward to being in this history. Not a part of it, but being in the history. So come Thursday, that's right, this coming Thursday, it's going to be episode 26. I got to change that. Marcus Boyd is going to be right here. Community Connections Conversation, Knowing Community Now, connecting people to resources and resources to people. This is going to take place on Thursday, the 2nd of April at 7 p.m. Live stream at Visions Unlimited Studios. Live stream on Howard Space Sanders, uppercase I, YouTube, H Space Sanders 2, and also on Facebook group, Community Strong for Jackson MS, and you guys got us in a 4,000 plus position of members that are connected. I'm going to show you some of these announcements. I got kind of geeked up. Marcus, Mr. Boyd, it's been a pleasure. I think we're about to celebrate a year of knowing one another, and brother, you have just come into Jackson, Mississippi, and you have done your due, and you are still doing your due diligence. Let me put this over here so you can see this. Founder, entrepreneur, autism global activist, Autism Global Empire, and he has a lengthy resume of advocacy and activism. Arts and culture. All right. Also, here's an announcement, guys. Let me read this announcement here. The USA IBXC will be having their 13th official artist and poster contest for all my graphic designers out there. All you got to do is grab you one of these AIs and you ready to roll. Submission deadline is May 1st, 2026. I'm going to read this is immediate release. The USA International Ballet Competition announces the special 2027 official artist and poster contest in celebration of 50 years. So make sure you got 50 years in this some kind of way. The U.S. International Ballet Competition, USA IBC, is proud to announce the launch of a special official artist and poster contest in honor of the 50th anniversary. It is celebrated during the next competition cycle, June 12th through the 26th, 2027 in Jackson, Mississippi. This milestone event makes 5 decades of artistic excellence and the 13th time the official USA IBC will be hosted in its long-standing home city. Since the inaugural USA IBC in 1979, each competition has been commemorated with a unique original poster created by a selected artist, an enduring tradition that visually captures the spirit and artistry, I just made up a word, of the globally renowned event. The 2027 competition, a golden anniversary celebration, will elevate the legacy through an open call to artists. This is an open call to all artists. Official artist and poster contest announced. The winning design will become the signature visual identity of the 2027 USA IBC. Its colors, themes, and imagery will be featured throughout. Competition branding and marketing, print and digital publications, merchandise, and promotional materials. In addition, the selected artists will receive a dedicated exhibition and artist reception, extensive promotional features and media coverage, a press conference unveiling the official poster, recognition as the 2027 USA IBC official artist, joining a distinguished lineage of creativity. A legacy of artistic collaborations. Artists who have previously contributed to the USA IBC's visual history have described the experience as both meaningful and career-defining. Reflecting on this selection, Brent Funderbunk, official artist of the 2010 USA IBC, shared, an official artist of the 2010 USA IBC events, I was thrilled and grateful. This privilege is one of the highlights of my life and artistic career. The poster is a wonderful medium by which to share the IBC and also the arts and artists of Mississippi and the region. It has been a great honored to have dance professionals and fans from around the world view my work. All right, for more information and to apply, visit usaibc.com/poster-contest. This was from the media. The media contact is Miss Mona Nichols. She's the Executive Director, USA International Ballet Competition, 601-355-9853. 601-355-9853. So I'm issuing a challenge to all our artists to make an effort to participate. All right, don't forget, guys, Saturday, April the 18th, 2026, come join us for the annual South Jackson Parade. Parade begins at 9 a.m., Little Caesars parking lot, McDowell Road, and will end at Cardozo Middle School. Vendor setup begins at 7 a.m. We still have some slots available. Cardozo Middle School, festivities and fun zone will be at Cardozo Middle School, 3180 McDowell Road, extension. Vendors, bands, dance, cheer groups, we welcome. There's a small investment. For more information, contact Ernest Ward at 601-201-3020 or Johnny Bird at 601-720-9965. Overthinking will destroy your happiness and your mood. It'll make everything worse than it actually is. Take a deep breath, exhale, and have faith. What's meant to be will be. Stay strong. No matter how difficult today may seem, there is strength within you to keep moving forward. Life will be tough, but you are tougher. Be brave. Here's one of our community members, Mr. T. Gilmore. And Mr. T, you've really been putting it in there, so I want to thank you. Baby back ribs all month long for the month of April, $15 slabs, $20 to buy a baby back and get a $3 bottle of seasoning for free. $5 seasoning all month long, Tay's and Tay Creative Barbecue. My menu is on my business page, so be sure to check him out and support him, and be sure when you connect with him, let him know that you saw him with Mr. Hey referred you. This is Kendall Aquila. Interviews needed. For my ladies, how do you deal with stress? Have you experienced a mental breakdown or high levels of stress? If you aren't camera shy, I would love to interview with you for an upcoming special report for Women's Health Month on stress and mental health. Please reach out if you're interested. There's her contact on Facebook. I want to thank her so much for using Community Strong for Jackson MS as a vessel to connect with community. Here's another one coming through, Mr. T. Gilmore. Hey, family and friends, it's that season to start party planning. If you're on a budget and want something simple but nice, DM me for more information. This is Miss Patricia Jones. I will be doing a special. Details are in the flyer. Love what I do what I love. I really want to compliment Mr. TG because he's actually taken someone else's information and he's assisting them by sharing it in other channels of communication, of connecting. That's what the group is about. Something going on, somebody got an opportunity, someone has a situation. Let's make sure that we share it with the 4,000 plus members in Community Strong for Jackson MS. All right, so you got the flyer there. That's Miss Patrice Jones. Be sure to check her page out. If you got an event coming up and you need a special, safe environment, she's got you covered. All right. If anybody know these folks, I need to get them on the couch. This is Green Grass Acres. Let's keep it going. Voting is officially open. I need your support. Every vote pushes me closer to the $25,000, a feature in the Entrepreneur Magazine, and mentorship with Damon John. Proud to represent Green Grass Acres. Help us grow. Vote today. Nice flyer. There we go right there. And thank you so much, Green Grass Acres, for making Community Strong for Jackson MS one of your vessels for connecting with community. Here go my girl right here. We had them in here on the couch. Miss Candy Janae, Tuesday, April the 7th at the M Bar. Southern Soul Tuesdays. Look like she's going to be performing live, and they've got a list of other performers as well. That's going to be April the 7th That's week after next, April the 7th. Be sure to check that out at M-Bar. They ain't playing at M-Bar, so don't go out there with that foolishness. And you must have your ID, regardless of how up in age you may appear or think you are, in order to get in the building. Here we go. Miss Johnny Suzette. Man, this lady don't stop. She's got a detox sanctuary yoga retreat. And this is going to be May the 30th. That's coming. Oh, that's going to be Tuesday night. And there's the address. She's also got some information. Be sure to follow her on Johnny Suzette for this detox sanctuary. She does really good programs. And I see Nikita Pashan. I know she's going to be part of that. So, man, you can't miss out on connecting with great people. All right, what we got next? Here we go. April the 4th, Jackson, Mississippi, 3510 Terry Road. Want to give a shout out to Jared Brown. This is Old Schools and Orange Juice, the Riverside Coffee House. 3510 Terry Road, April 4th, 9 a.m. to noon. You got your special invite, Community Strong for Jackson MS. This one right here really touches my heart. So we've got events, we've got opportunities. Here's one where we had an issue with a family, not an issue, but a challenge. Hi, I'm a single mom of 3, and our house caught on fire 2 weeks ago. It didn't burn my house completely down, but it did manage to wipe out my entire kitchen, half of my dining room, and most of my room. Everything else was scorched, has a burnt smell that I can't get rid of. So I was just wondering if anyone has anything that they don't want or use anymore. Then she's got a list of clothing in there too as well. And whoever this anonymous participant is, I've got a bed and some mattresses if you need them. So please let me know, 601-937-5671. This is, to me, this speaks volume for community. But I want to give a special acknowledgement to Bonnie Ray, because she responded immediately. I have plenty for the girl sizes. Where do we drop off at? Miss Bonnie Ray, if you're hearing this or you're seeing this, please connect with Community Strong for Jackson MS so I can get in contact with this anonymous participant. But that's the, I really love that. That's working together. That's connecting. Let's go to the next message. Man, we got a bunch going on here in the city of Jackson. This is one of my favorite guys right here. Free after-school program for your youth ages 5 to 17 in Hinds County. Fun, learning, friends, future. There's a contact number, 769-232-2397. I don't know if that's Tim White. Okay, well, anyway, Tim White, I know you've got the young lady that's one of your outreach people, the young lady that's a senior. I got a few dollars for her for a prom. Please get at me, 601-937-5671. She does a lot of work for Youth Outreach Company, LLC. All right. Got a special Easter egg extravaganza. This is going to be the 4th of April. Easter attire, a formal dress, free Easter egg hunt. This is going to take place at 836 Foley Street, Jackson, Mississippi. Adults Easter, oh man, they got a kids and an adult competition. Starts at 11 a.m. All the information you need is in the flyer. Be sure when you walk out there, be sure to holler, hey, hey, hey. And Miss R. Bermage, I believe she does a lot of posting too as well. I can't really pronounce her name and I don't want to mess it up. But thank you so much for connecting with Community Strong for Jackson MS. This is a visitor that was passing through, a visitor. This is Tim Barrick. Hey folks, Tim here. I'm a photographer traveling across the U.S. doing pay what you can portraits, mostly for couples, families, and anyone who hasn't had photos taken for a while. I'll be in Jackson in May, and I'll be working with a local church while I'm there. But I also open up a handful of sessions to the wider community. These are really laid-back shoots, no pressure, no set price, just good photos of real life. If you've been thinking about getting updated photos, feel free to reach out or follow along. I'll be sharing more details as I get closer. Also, locals, I'm taking recommendations. What are your favorite spots around the city? Mr. Tim Barrett, please holler at Community Strong for Jackson MS. I would love for you to come in here and let people meet you and share your story and what you got going on. All right, here's a job opportunity for my next ones up. Mississippi Job Corps, open enrollment, free career training. Get your high school diploma for free, ages 16 to 24. Now enrolling, got a contact number, a connect number. We ain't gonna call it contact, we connecting. 601-892-7017. All right, I got to get over to this restaurant. Isaac C. Evans Sr., thank you so much for posting in Community Strong for Jackson, MS. This is South and Farish Bar and Bistro, 101 East South Street, Jackson, Mississippi. Not using them as an example. If you have a challenge with a business, please reach out to the management and share with them tactfully what the challenge was. You don't have to get on Facebook and get the blasting. You can always take your business someplace else. All right. Also, here's another one. That food looks really delicious. All right. Isaac C. Evans Sr., Shop Austin Bounce for Less for all your inflatable needs. Got a contact number. Got some nice looking inflatables there. 662-763-8855. That's 662-763-8855. All right. Monday, April the 13th, please join for our first community meeting of 2026. This is going to be at the Jane Avenue Community Center. On the agenda, focus community engagement. There's a contact number. There's also some emails. And this is where community comes together. So I would strongly encourage you, even if you're not in that community, to come out and be informed, network, and learn something new. Be surprised what you can take back to your own street. All right. Also, Jane Avenue Spring Cleanup. Help us beautify our neighborhood. Saturday, April the 18th, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Jane Avenue Community Center, 3615 Jane Avenue. Register at janeavenue@gmail.com. And this is hosted by the Jane Avenue Neighborhood Association. When you come out before you have a challenge or a problem, you'll be surprised how people will be in place for you, how they'll be in place for you when you have a need. All right, that does it for all the announcements today. I have really enjoyed connecting with you all. Please, on Thursday. Oh, let me show you this right here. This gentleman will be on the couch. And when he comes in here, he bring that straight fire. So we look forward to having Mr. Marcus Board, the autism global activist. And this man is doing all this through his own spirit. So, oh, man, guess what that is, guys? Guess what that is? That's that signal. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get my signal. Y'all know what the signal is. Hold on. But Mr. Board will be in here at 7 p.m. Mr. Board, I'll be there to scoop you up. Hold on. Let me put a little of this God in your life. This is what I'm personally working on. I'm working on this. God and I, we working on this. We got a plan. But he also whispered this to me too as well. Oh, man, I got my signal. Hold on. Let me get y'all on here so y'all can see me do this. I want to thank my 3 teammates, my new teammates. And while I'm doing that, I love this right here.
To count my blessings. Ain't got time for window dressing. Just trying to keep my soul intact. I've been running hard, feet on fire. Dreams and duty tangled in wire. But when my strength starts slipping away, I still hear your voice say, Lord, I'm tired from all this stressing. Too weak to count my blessings. Ain't got time for window dressing. Just trying to keep my soul intact. I've been running hard, feet on fire. Dreams and duty tangled in wire. But when my strength starts slipping away, I
There is a Japanese legend that says, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. There is a Japanese...
When you speak the way that you speak, I can't do this. The enemy is going to exploit that and remind you that you can't do it and make you feel like everything is against you. Speak in your power. God has blessed us and equipped us with capacities, and whatever it is we have refining tools. So wherever we walk, it doesn't matter what you face, it doesn't matter what relationship you get in, it doesn't matter what job you go to, it doesn't matter what you have to defeat. Speak in power and stop allowing the enemy to have a foothold in your life. It is under Christ Jesus, by the blood of the Lamb, that I have this authority. So when you speak in that authority, make sure that you speak it well. Don't let the enemy have a show in your life. Don't do that. I don't tolerate that. When you pray in authority, it is already yours. You've already been empowered to fight that. You are a conqueror already, because the word tells us that we are. And don't forget who is behind you, fighting with you. Remember who you are. We serve a mighty God. You trying to tell me you giving the enemy that much power? You want to play it safe with the enemy? I'm not going to play it safe with you. I'll trample over you.
Come on.
Lord, take it that way, but I have to take it that way because God has empowered us. We have tools. We have weapons. The word is our weapon.
Hey guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video segment. It really made it easy on me, on myself. Hopefully you were able to attain, siphon, be stimulated, be engaged, and something to just make you say, Also, I want you guys to know that today I'm at 1369.42. My exchange was 1655, and I've got about another $130, and then I'll be drawing it down. So I've still got space for 2 more teammates, and I will assist you in participating. And I just want to thank you all so much for connecting with Community Connections Conversations. Community Strong for Jackson, MS-Nairobi, Kenya. Thursday night. Let me get the little flyer. Don't forget about these high maintenance people and the 4 types of people through Mr. Olstein today. And where is it? Here we go, right here. Don't forget Thursday night, 7 p.m., we got our very own superhero, Autism Global activist Marcus Boyd to be here in the studio, Visions Unlimited Studio at 7 p.m. Might start a little early. It's going to be really fun having him in here. And last but not least, I want to leave this on your spirit. I'm going to let you read it for yourself. Stand on principle even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it costs you something. That's integrity. Hey guys, it's been a great Sunday. Know that you are valuable, you're capable. We are being attacked and we must battle. You are a superhero wherever your feet are, and all sometimes it requires is just a smile. Last but not least, we never know where we are when we're meeting people, so be mindful of the ink that you're inking on their page in their story. Guys, have a great Sunday. And be sure to protect your peace. love my community. And as Brother Kareem would say, ain't nothing you can do about it. Also, CERT, C-E-R-T, Community Emergency Response Training. I also throw in the word team. They will be having another program. I think it's coming up in April, but I'll be sure to get that date for you. Please, if you can participate, it is well worth the time. Also, I want to acknowledge my big brother who got me kicked off officially in this media world here in Hinds County, Jackson, Mississippi, Big John Williams. You guys have a great Sunday, and thank you so much for pushing and pulling me, applying pressure, and assisting me in hunting hard. Have a great, great day. And a moment is a minute, which is an hour, which constitutes a day. You guys enjoy this time.